The Luna ceremony dress still hung in Rebecca's closet when Connor destroyed her world. "I've found someone better." He didn't even look at her while he said it, too busy staring at Victoria, the visiting she-wolf with perfect blonde hair and a laugh like silver bells. "Our ceremony is tomorrow," Rebecca whispered. "Cancel it." Now he looked at her, cold, dismissive, like 3 years meant nothing. "Victoria is everything a Luna should be. Beautiful, graceful, strong. And I'm not? Look at yourself, Rebecca. Brown hair, average face, mediocre wolf. You were practice. Victoria is the real thing." The words hit like physical blows. Around them, pack members gathered, hungry for drama. Victoria smiled, already wearing the Luna necklace. Rebecca's Luna necklace. "Connor, please." "I, Connor Blackthorne, reject you as my mate and future Luna." The bond shattered. Rebecca fell to her knees, clutching her chest where it felt like her heart had been ripped out. But worse than the pain was the laughter. Victoria's tinkling laugh, followed by others. "Did she really think she could be Luna?" someone whispered. "Connor was doing charity work," another replied. Rebecca ran, shifted mid-stride, and ran until her paws bled, until the pack territory was miles behind, until she reached the Forbidden Mountains where even wolves feared to go. The storm hit as she climbed higher. Snow, wind, temperatures that would kill a normal wolf. But Rebecca didn't care. Death seemed better than the humiliation waiting below. She collapsed in a cave, ready to let the cold take her. That's when she saw the bones. Massive, ancient, arranged in a perfect circle around something that pulsed with silver light. A heart made of pure moonstone. "Finally," a voice echoed in her mind. "Someone worthy of rage." The spirit materialized, a wolf the size of a bear, translucent and silver, eyes like stars. "I am Fenris, first of the moon wolves, dead for 1,000 years." The spirit circled her. "You're dying." "Good." "No, not good. You have been wronged, humiliated, discarded." The spirit's eyes blazed. "I know the feeling. My mate chose another too, chose wrong." "What happened to them?" Fenris smiled, showing teeth like swords. "I became something they couldn't ignore, something that haunted their dreams and destroyed their peace." The spirit moved closer. "I could make you the same." "I don't want revenge." "Liar." Fenris touched her with one translucent paw. Images flooded her mind. Connor and Victoria laughing at her pain, the pack mocking her weakness, her intended Luna crown on Victoria's unworthy head. "What's the price?" Rebecca asked. "No price. A gift. From one rejected soul to another." Fenris began to fade, flowing into the moonstone heart. "Take it. Become what they fear most, a woman who doesn't need them." Rebecca touched the moonstone. The pain was indescribable. Every bone broke and reformed. Her brown fur turned silver white. Her eyes became mirrors of the moon itself. Power flooded her veins. Ancient, terrible, beautiful power. When it ended, she wasn't just a wolf anymore. She was something else, something more. 3 months passed in the mountains. 3 months of learning to control abilities that shouldn't exist. She could run on moonbeams, heal wounds with a touch, command the weather itself. But most importantly, she learned she didn't need Connor, didn't need anyone. The power had killed the pain. What was left was worse, complete indifference to the boy who'd broken her. Time to go home. She returned during the full moon festival. Connor and Victoria's official Luna ceremony. Perfect timing. The first sign was the temperature drop. Frost spread across windows in July. Breath became visible. Then the lights flickered. She walked through the main doors and everything stopped. Rebecca, but not Rebecca. 6 months ago, she'd been pretty in a quiet way. Now, she was devastating. Silver hair that moved like liquid moonlight, skin that held a subtle glow, eyes that reflected everything and revealed nothing. She wore a dress made of shadows and starlight. Fenris had taught her to weave moonbeams into fabric. Impossible, Connor breathed. Victoria grabbed his arm. Who is that? Rebecca. Her voice carried harmonics that made wolves submit instinctively. Though I go by a different name now. She walked forward. Pack members dropped to their knees without meaning to. Her presence demanded submission. You're supposed to be dead, Victoria said, voice shrill with fear. Supposed to be a lot of things. Rebecca stopped before the couple. Supposed to be weak, supposed to be average, supposed to be forgotten. Connor stepped forward and she saw it in his eyes. Desire, regret, hunger. Rebecca, you look different, Connor whispered. Luna Fenris, she corrected. I claim the ancient title, the one above all Lunas. Not possible, Victoria snapped. Rebecca's eyes flashed. Every window shattered inward. Then the glass froze mid-air. With a flick, it scattered harmlessly to the walls. Myth? Rebecca laughed as thunder rolled. No, just sleeping, waiting for someone worthy. Alpha Marcus stood slowly. The silver eyes, the storms. Are you truly the moon's chosen? Yes. The pack dropped to their knees, not out of respect, instinct. Only Connor and Victoria fought it. This changes nothing, Victoria insisted. Connor chose me. No, he didn't. Rebecca saw the truth. No mate bond. You're playing house, but the real bond? She revealed her neck. Connor's old mark glowed faintly. You never completed the rejection. I never accepted. The bond roared back to life, now twisted under her control. She chose to feel nothing. But don't worry, she said coolly. I'm not here for you. Then why? The northern packs are coming. 3,000 wolves. Your alpha was too distracted to notice the missing patrols and border scouts. Connor bristled. That's not true. Rebecca summoned silver mist. Images appeared. Enemy wolves, plans, attack dates. Alpha Marcus paled. Our intelligence, compromised. Rebecca looked directly at Victoria. Isn't that right? Victoria bolted, shifting mid-stride, but moonlight chains wrapped around her and dragged her back. She carries northern scent markers, Rebecca said, hidden under perfume. Lies, Victoria protested. Rebecca touched her forehead. Memory flooded the air. Orders to seduce Connor, destroy the pack, kill him after the ceremony. The crowd recoiled. Execute her, someone yelled. No, Rebecca released the chains. She returns home and tells them the Luna Fenris waits. Victoria fled. Connor stepped forward. Rebecca, I'm sorry. I was tricked. No, you were shallow. Her voice was pure frost. Prepare for war. I'll face their armies. You handle your borders. You'll fight 3,000 wolves alone? Marcus asked. I am the storm. Lightning struck outside. She turned to leave. Connor reached for her. His hand passed through moonlight. Please, let me explain. Explain what? That you chose beauty over loyalty? Humiliated me because someone prettier smiled at you? She leaned close. You made your choice. Live with it. I love you, he whispered. She laughed, a sound that made flowers bloom and wolves tremble. No, Connor. You love beauty, Power. The fantasy of me. The real Rebecca? You threw her away. I could win you back. You could try. Her silver gaze hardened. Kneel. He resisted for half a breath, then dropped, forced by her command. You made me kneel, she said softly. Now it's your turn. She touched his forehead. He gasped as months of her heartbreak poured into him. Feel what I felt. He collapsed, shaking. But unlike you, she murmured, turning away, I'll give you a chance to earn forgiveness. The northern armies arrived at dawn. 3,000 wolves armed with silver and blood magic. They expected an easy victory. They found Rebecca standing alone in the valley, glowing like a second moon. Turn back, she warned. Last chance. The northern alpha laughed. One girl against an army? Not a girl. She rose into the air, walking on moonlight. A reckoning. The battle lasted 8 minutes. Rebecca didn't fight. She overwhelmed. Winds hurled wolves like twigs. Lightning struck with precision. The earth swallowed their formations whole. And still, she killed no one. Instead, she marked them. Silver crescents burned into their foreheads. You'll live with your shame, she told their alpha. The mark fades when you earn honor again. They fled, humiliated. Connor watched from the ridge. Seeing her like this cracked him open. This strength, this mercy, it had always been there. He'd just been too shallow to see it. Enjoying the show? She said behind him. You didn't kill them. Death is easy. Consequences aren't. She looked at him. You should know. The false emotions she'd forced on him had faded, but the memory remained. 3 days of feeling worthless and discarded. I understand now, he whispered. Do you? I chose a pretty lie over real worth. Victoria was exactly what I deserved. For the first time, Rebecca looked human, tired, hurt. The girl she once was peeked through the goddess. The bond, he said softly. You could break it. Why haven't you? Because Fenris was wrong. Revenge doesn't heal. It spreads. She sat beside him. I keep the bond to remind myself I survived. Could you ever forgive me? I already have. His hope rose, then fell. But forgiveness isn't love or trust. We're done. Then I'll wait, he said. For what? For the day you can look at me without remembering pain. And if I fall for someone else? He swallowed. Then I'll be glad you found someone worthy. Something in her shifted. You've changed. Pain teaches. For months, he kept his word. No begging, no chasing. Just work, protecting the pack, rebuilding, defending Omegas, turning down advances. Rebecca watched from a distance. You still love him, Fenris whispered. Love wasn't the problem. Trust was. He's proving himself. Words prove nothing. Actions do. A year passed. Rebecca rejected dozens of alpha suitors, not for Connor, but for herself. Then the plague came. Wolves died in hours. Rebecca healed many, but not fast enough. The cure came from Connor, his blood. The remnants of their bond and her power in his system made him immune. He bled himself nearly to death, saving others. Rebecca found him pale, shaking, still cutting his wrist for another vial. Stop! She healed him, pouring her power into him. More wolves need their future alpha alive. She held him close. You reckless idiot. He tried to smile. Says the woman who fought 3,000 wolves alone. Despite herself, she laughed, then kissed him. It wasn't forgiveness. It wasn't forgetting. It was a beginning. This doesn't mean we're together, she murmured. I know. You'll court me properly. Yes. And if you ever choose anyone else, you'll scatter my soul across the moon. She smiled. Good. You've learned. 2 years later, at their true Luna ceremony, Connor knelt before the pack. I once rejected the greatest gift the moon gave me, he said. But fools can learn, can grow. Rebecca, Luna Fenris, will you accept me? Not as fate's mate, but as the wolf who chooses you? She made him wait, then said, yes. The pack roared. Privately, she whispered through the bond, hurt me again, and I'll feed you to the moon. Understood, my Luna. Comment if you believe people can earn redemption, like if Rebecca is the definition of power. Subscribe for more supernatural love stories where strength comes from the soul.